Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about Italy and Turkey. Both of them have just finished, and let's just get right into it. First, starting off with Italy, and let's first start off as well with the participants, which include Zaire, Clash, Exolotl, I'm not really too sure, VX300 Gaming, Outplay, Nova Esports, RTZN, and Happy Game Esports. I don't know why there's no S there, but here are the players as well. You might know them, you might not know them. It doesn't really matter. Now, looking at the standings, and Zaire, once again, surprise, surprise, went 14-0. Not surprised about that whatsoever. They are the best team in Italy. I'm just not surprised. Then VX300 Gaming, which I was not expecting. Then Nova Esports and Happy Game Esports in 3rd and 4th. Then we have a Axolotl and Outplayed as well, both in 5th and 6th. And Clash and RTZN in last place, 7th and 8th. Let's have a look at where RTZN got the only win, which was by the hands of Clash. Not really surprised about that one, I'll be honest. 13-10 on split, and it was Pithy gained MVP. Polls as well, if you want to see all the results as well, I will be scrolling down basically now. So have a polls as well if you want to see where your favorite Italian team did against other teams, we'll say. Now move over now to the playoffs. So first up with the lower bracket semifinals, that being Nova Esports versus Happy Game Esports. And it was a 3-0 victory for Nova against Happy Game. 13-9 on Lotus, 14-12 on Breeze, and 13-7 on Ascent. They did use a Deadlock and a Yoru from Nova. That's a weird ass comp from Nova on Ascent. Jesus Christ, that's so strange. A Breach, a Viper, an Astra. That is just that's like unheard of comp, I'll be honest, on the set, but it actually worked out, I'll be honest, for them. So at least that worked out, and they move over now to the lower bracket final. Zaire, surprise, surprise, beat out VX300 Gaming. A 3-1 victory there, however. 39 on Icebox, I went to VX300. Then Breeze 13-6, Bind 13-4, and Split 13-6 for Zaire. Once again, VX300 use oh my god, these like ISO. They fucking use ISO. Out of all fucking characters, ISO. Which obviously we saw ISO before on Breeze, the pre-show from TEC last year in China, I believe, and now we got to see him now on Bind, which ended horribly. They use ISO and Yoru. That is not a good that is not a good combination, I'll be honest. Just that's horrible. But yeah, it did not work out for VX300, and Zaire will be made it to the grand finals, and it was a very close 3-2 game for VX300 against Nova, but it was Nova Esports taking them out, and also gain a spot as well in the grand final. 13-3 on Icebox and 13-5 on Sunset went to Nova. Then 13-8 on Ascent and 13-5 on Split went to VX300, and then 19-17 on Lotus went to Nova. That is how close it was. I mean, Icebox wasn't close, Sunset also wasn't that close. Ascent was relatively split, not that close, but Lotus wasn't a nail biter. Rain also being used on Lotus from VX300, and once again, the Deadlock being used from Nova on Sunset and Split. Two were also very, very different maps. I was not expecting them to use Deadlock, but I mean, worked out on Sunset, not really on Split, though they kind of got diffed in my opinion. But now for the grand final, and once again, it was Zaire beating out Nova Esports. Is anyone really surprised? I was not. 13-3 on Sunset, just like against VX300, against Zaire with the Deadlock, which worked out really well for them. Then it kind of went downhill. 13-11 on Bind, 13-4 on Breeze, and 13-3 on Split for Zaire. Yeah, they kind of demolished them, I'll be honest. And they used Yoru as well. I don't know what is with the Italian region using so much Yoru, Deadlock, even an ISO even being thrown in, but it worked out for them, and Zaire, once again, your Split 1 champions for Italy. I'm not surprised at whatsoever. They are just the best team in Italy. I generally don't know if any team can even stop them. Like, that's how dominant they are. Let's then move over now to Turkey. And Turkey looks like we finally actually have a pretty good team, which can maybe compete against the others. Let's now move over now to the teams, which includes Digital Athletics, S2G Esports, Galatasaray Esports, Galacticos, Fire Flux Esports, Papara Supermassive, Fenerbahce Esports, Istanbul Wildcats, Regnum, Kara Esports, and How Esports. Yes, there are 10 teams here. Here to play as well. You might know them, you might not know them. It doesn't really matter. Regular season standings now is How Esports and Fire Flux, both of them in person second with 7-2 record. And Supermassive with 6-3 in third. Galaxy Esports 5-4, including Galacticos in 4th and 5th. And in 6th place was Istanbul Wildcats, being on S2G Esports for the record 4-5. Fenerbahce Esports in 8th and 3 and 6. Our last year's Turkey champions, will say, who also represented Turkey in Ascension last year. Digital Athletics with a 2-7 record in 9th. That's a disappointment. And a fall from grace from that team. And then also in 10th place it was Regnum Kara Esports, also with a 2-7 record. Oh boy, where do we really saw? I guess we'll have a look maybe where Digital really won, because I'm more interested in that. They actually won against S2G, which kind of surprised me. 13-2 on Sunset, 13-5 on Ascent. It was Massic again, MVP. Interesting to say the least. How also lost as well against Supermassive here. 13-8 on Sunset, 13-3 on Sunset, 13-8 on Split. It was Izzy again MVP. Both of them happened on week 2. Week 3, nothing really much, I'll be honest. I'm just still having a look what Digital Athletics really won, I'll be honest, because that's what I'm more interested about. Over week 6, we jumped to, as they won against Regnum Kara Esports, 13-11 on both Split and Icebox, and was Massic and MVP once again. It really says something that it wasn't even close against S2G, but it was really close against Regnum Kara, which was maybe their closest competition. Bit worried there for Digital Athletics having to split 2. Let's now move on to the playoffs. So first start off with Galaxy Esports beating out Galacticos 2-1 victory for them. 13-8 on Lotus for Galacticos. Then 14-12 on Ascent, 14-12 on Bind for Galaxy Esports. I'm so sorry if I'm like stuttering a lot. It's just weird ass names. And it was Padash getting MVP for that. Supermassive also beating at Istanbul Wildcats, 13-2 on Ascent, 13-5 on Sunset, a 2 victory for them, and it was Sturbe again MVP. And then it was Galaxy continuing to dominate as they beat out the first seed team of How Esports, 13-11 on Split for How, the 13-10 on Sunset, and 13-6 on Breeze as well for Galaxy Esports, and it was Toven again MVP. Fire Flux Esports also being now Supermassive as well, 14-12 on both Split and Lotus, and was Rustic again MVP for that. Galacticos, they knocked us Supermassive out of the tournament, which kind of surprised me, because I thought Supermassive was going to be, I don't know, maybe 3rd and 4th, somewhere around there, but no, Galacticos beat them out. 13-8 on Breeze, 14-12 on Sunset, and it was Gillerist, I'm pretty sure I say his name, he got MVP for that. How Esports also being at Istanbul Wildcats, a 2-0 victory for them. 13-11 on Ascent, 37 on Sunset, and was Zeus getting MVP. Now for the lower bracket semifinals, and it was Galacticos being at How Esports. 13-10 on Bind, 13-5 on Lotus, and it was Ipots, I think that's how you say his name, getting MVP for Galacticos. And then the upper bracket final, Fire Flux versus Galaxy Esports, and it was a 2-0 victory for Fire Flux. 13-10 on Sunset, 13-6 on Icebox, and was Rusek again MVP. And then Galacticos, they 3-0'd Galaxy Esports. 13-8 on Icebox, 13-6 on Sunset, 13-10 on Ascent, using Yoru from Galaxy, which is weird. And it was Gillerist once again getting MVP. But in the grand final, it was Fire Flux. Back on top now are Fire Flux Esports after a bit of a dip there on Split 2 from last year. They beat out Galacticos, even though it was a very close game. 13-10 on Lotus and 14-12 on both Bind and Split, and was Rusik again MVP. Rusik, I generally think next year, or even sometime even this year, Rusik might actually get picked up by partnership team, because he's really, really good. I think he's the initiator for this team. I might be, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is a really, really good player. So I expect Rusik to possibly be picked up by maybe BVL, in my opinion. I think Foot are probably fine, but BVL maybe some other team, not really too sure. That is really about it. So Italy and Turkey were the most recent tournaments to be finished. So now, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me, especially on this channel. I don't actually know. I think next one might be Dash. I think maybe Dash. and Northern Europe will also weighing on, but I think next one I'll Korea and North America, so that'll be pretty interesting to say the least. So that's really bad for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.